Today we're going to be ranking every single map in Black Ops 6 Zombies that's out so far by their high rounds. Now keep in mind, only 3 maps are out so far. That's just Citadel, Terminus, and Liberty Falls. And obviously when more maps come out, we'll make an updated version of this and really see how it all plays out. But another thing to keep in mind is that when I did do the high rounds on the 2 launch maps, I did that before the special rounds and Mangler nerfs, but I did go back to those maps to just get a feel of those rounds, and I will be judging them by post-nerf, not pre-nerf. But with all that said, let's not waste any more time. Drop a like and subscribe, and let's get into these rankings. Now, number 3. This might shock you guys, but I'm actually going with Liberty Falls. And I'll be straight up, I can't explain it too much, but it's the one I just had the least fun doing. Like, a lot of it just dragged on, and I just got bored a lot while doing this high round run, and I didn't really like that all too much. And I really tried to have fun with this one. I was swapping strats, just trying to really experience the map as much as I could, but like by the end of it, I just really went with the strat everyone else was using and just camped right outside the bowling area, right? And on top of that, it just felt like the one that just dragged on, not in terms of just fun, but just in time. Like, this one took me forever. Maybe I was doing something wrong, I don't know, but like this one took me so much longer, like 40 minutes longer than the other 2 high round runs, which was just absolutely insane to me, just how much slower it took for me. And you know, that was crazy. But another reason is that I just hate the Abomination. He is such an annoying boss. I despise him so much. He takes way longer to kill than even the Amalgam using streaks. And I mean, I know this is like a thing that isn't going to affect anybody, because you're just, regardless of which map you're going to be playing, like, you're going to use streaks to kill the elite enemies on higher rounds. That's just what you're going to do. But it's just annoying to me just how much of a pain the Abomination is on high rounds, and then that it's literally impossible to kill on high rounds without a streak. And sure, the Amalgam is also probably going to kill you if you don't use a streak on high rounds too. Like, we get that, but it's just crazy the difference between them, because like just the fact that you have to knock every single one of his heads and how long it takes between doing those, it's just an absolute pain. And you can't just put constant damage into him to kill him as fast as possible like you can do with the Amalgam. And that's a major issue I have with the map in general, but also affects high rounds. And those are really the reasons why I just had the least fun doing that one. And not to say it's bad, but it's just the one I had the least fun with, which is crazy because I thought it was going to be my favorite, because everyone else seems like it's their favorite. And on top of that, you could actually use the wonder weapon on that map to get into those high rounds. It's the only map that has a viable wonder weapon so far that could actually take you into those high rounds. The jet gun's the only one so far. Like, we're still crossing our fingers and hoping for that sword buff to Citadel that they actually become viable for high rounds too, but so far it's the only one. But even with that said, it's still my least favorite so far in Black Ops 6 Zombies. This brings us to number 2, and this has to be Citadel de Mor. And I think the reason why I really like it is that the mid-game strat is just so fun. Like, I like it so much, and people hate it, but like, I really like it. And the strat only works till round 70, but it just makes the rounds go by so fast when you're actually using the traps, like the Ring of Fire traps, and just spamming the bazooka at the floor. Like, I think that's so fun because it's so fast. Like, anything that goes fast for a high round is something I absolutely love. But on top of that, it's my first ever time where actually using traps to get into high rounds was an actual viable strat. So I really appreciate that, just that experience. I actually got to do it, but I just thought it was really cool. Then of course, like when later in the game where it just becomes a mutant injection strat, which, you know, every map is, but like it just starts to drag on just because I don't really like using the mutant injection to get to high rounds. But you know, I'm not going to not use the best strategy, so you know. But overall, I did have a lot of fun with it, and it was pretty fast, the high rounds for this map, and I gotta like the map for that. And this brings us to number 1 and my favorite one, and this is Terminus. And I'll be honest, the reason why I love it so much is just how fast it is. Like, using the strat where you're camping the wonder weapon room is just so fast, it's insane. Like, you could kill the entire round of zombies, and that'll be before the elite enemy even spawns in. Like, you just one-on-one with the Amalgam later in the round. Now, obviously in high rounds that doesn't happen. You will have to deal with the Amalgam like during the regular zombies too, but like sometimes you just fly through those rounds. Like, I just love the strategy so much. And more than that, even though this strategy is just Mangler or mutant injection spam again, but I mean, I love the start of the rounds where you get a Molotov throw at the left zombie spawn, and then just with the right zombie spawn, you light it up with Mustang and Sally's. Like, I love the thrill of that, just killing the zombies myself before using the mutant injection. Like, to me, I just love stuff like that. I just love the rush at every single round, even though it is a bit risky how I do it. I know people pop the mutant injection a little bit earlier than I do, but I just love the rush at every single round because, you know, I get bored on high rounds, to be straight up with you guys, and that's really the main reason I go down in any of my runs, because I'll end up getting bored. It's literally how I threw my exfil on Citadel de More, and the reason why I actually failed my runs on Liberty Falls, because I just kept getting bored and I kept doing dumb things to try to make it exciting. But this is the one where I was just having fun the whole time playing it. Like, I never was bored for a second doing this high round run. Well, except when I was dealing with the manglers, but again, we're not judging this by pre-mangler spam, we're judging by the post-mangler spam, which isn't as big as a problem. And because of this trap just being the most because of this map just being the most thrilling and the fastest, that's why Terminus is my favorite high round map in Black Ops 6 Zombies so far. But regardless, that's just my opinion, guys, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about high rounds in Black Ops 6. Give me your rankings of them so far. Tell me exactly why you ranked them and all that. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. Regardless, though, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.